Hi, my name is Brooke Gaffney. I am a senior at Saxe High School. I think that everyone's freshman year of high school begins kind of confusing in a sense, from trying to find all your classes, who to sit with once you make it there, or even deciding what to eat for lunch that day. But just like anything else in life that's new to you, you become used to it and adjust to the new environment. I think that if you ask any of the girls in the room tonight, the majority of them would tell you that high school is hard at first. At least for me it was. Once I began to make new friends and become part of things like the volleyball team, I began to feel more in place and more confident knowing that I had a family alongside of me. I found myself spending a lot of time with them and becoming dependent on them. Through volleyball, I met a lot of new people. People began to start recognizing my face from seeing me on the volleyball court. Once I started meeting new people, I began cracking out of my shell more and becoming more confident in myself. One day after a game, I was hanging out with some of my friends at the time, and I met this girl. She was really easy to get along with and always knew the right things to say. She began to give me a lot of attention that I craved, and she really made me feel special. Our friendship began to turn into something more very quickly. I always knew it was wrong, but I couldn't seem to stray from the attention that she gave me. Things quickly became serious, and I began to notice she was very possessive of me and controlling. I felt that I was always doing something wrong or was not good enough because she was always angry at me for something I was doing, and it was obvious. I was oblivious to the fact that she was very verbally abusive to me and had been for a very long time. She called me ugly, she called me fat, she called me worthless and unimportant. I began to hurt myself and become very physical with people because I was always so angry. This led to unnecessary attention from my friends and family. People began overwhelming me with questions and concerns. They called me irresponsible, selfish, and stupid. I was scared knowing my parents and coaches could find out. One day, one of the new girls on the team saw my arms and she cried for me. She comforted me like no one else ever had, and she wanted to help me. She got my attention off the other girl and my focus on other things like school and the sports that I love so much. Unfortunately, my attention started to shift onto her instead. I became dependent upon the attention that these girls gave me. This went on throughout my sophomore year. Everyone in school knew about me. They called me gay, gross, and lesbian. This is a label people gave me, but it was something deep down I knew I wasn't. My parents eventually found out, and everything was taken away from me. I lost my freedom, friends, and family. I'd officially hit rock bottom. My mom forced me to start going to student ministry on Wednesday nights. This is where I met Doug, and he introduced me to other students in the youth. He convinced me to come to Focus Weekend, and that weekend officially changed my life. My eyes were open to the future God had for me, and I met some amazing people that still have such an impact on my life today. I knew that I had to make changes in my life and find my true identity in Christ. I realized this was not something I could do on my own, and I began relying on Christ daily to work in my life. I made the decision that I wanted to be rebaptized to signify a fresh start in my dedication to Christ. So on September 15, 2013, I was rebaptized. Even though I got through my struggle, I still fight a battle to not fall off the path. Instead of walking alone, I now walk with Christ. Throughout my time of struggle, I was called a lot of names that hurt me and broke me down. God has since renamed me and has shown me that all the labels I was called are not true. Instead of being called worthless and unimportant, He calls me His own and His strong daughter.